Hey, and welcome to the Winning Daily Podcast. We're back, and we got all the picks you need. We're going to get deep into it. We got a lot of stuff to go over. We got some Major League Baseball. We got some NASCAR. We got some preseason football, and we got a whole lot of soccer. Everything's starting back up, so we got to get back to making our picks, and Greenlight Network has to get back to making our shows. So don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss any of those shows. We've had a ton of great shows so far already to kick off the football year. We're doing our previews. Me and Dynamite David have gone over the Sun Belt, the MAC, the AAC, and Conference USA. And coming up later this week, we're going to have the Mountain West and the Pac-12. Me and Achilles Rain are about to get into our NFL preview. We dropped a little bit of a teaser in our fantasy football show, but all that good stuff coming to you, and we're going to get back onto Winning Daily, and we're going to get back to Winning Daily. So what do we got today to win with? We're going to start out in Major League Baseball, and we're going to start out with some easy ones here. We're just going to ride the good teams, or the teams trying to make the playoffs, playing the bad teams. And to kick that off, we're going to go with the Atlanta Braves minus 160 versus the Washington Nationals. We got Drew Smyly on the hill for the Atlanta Braves. He's been a little bit hot and cold all year long, but I just think you just got to ride this as much as you can. The Washington Nationals are basically playing a minor league team out there. They got a bit of a minor league pitcher out there today, and the Braves have been on fire. 4-1 in their last 5. The Nationals 0-5 in their last 5, including 2 losses to these Atlanta Braves. And I look for that to continue today. I think the value at minus 160, yes, they're going for a sweep. Yes, it's a Sunday getaway day, but I think you just ride this out and get the easy money here at 160. I think that's a pretty good price. Next up, we're going to go with the Oakland Athletics, and this price is a little bit higher than the Atlanta Braves at minus 160 at minus 225, but this Texas Rangers team is just off a little better than home and on the road. But Sean Manaea on the hill today, left-handed pitcher versus the Texas Rangers. Manaea has been really solid this season versus Colby Allard, who's just been awful. Look for the A's to rip him up, and look for the Sean Manaea to shut them down. So I think that 223, it's a little bit of a risk, but I just look for the A's to take the 2 out of 3 on this series. They have to keep winning to hold that wild card spot, and I look for them to do so. So I look for them to get this game today pretty easily, and look for Oakland to get this win. Easy money. And lastly, we're going to ride the Los Angeles Dodgers at minus 185 for the New York Mets. I think this is a pretty easy one as well. Max Scherzer on the hill, been pitching great since he came over to the Dodgers. Carlos Carrasco just really came back off, a long injury season, was not good in his last start, and I think this is easy money for the Dodgers. Dodgers is going to hit him pretty hard. Max will be on the hill, shut down this Mets side that doesn't have much punch right now and are struggling to keep up with the Phillies and the Braves, and I just look for that to continue. Dodgers have won the first 2, both in 10 innings. Look for this one to be a little bit easier. Dodgers on a 4-1 streak, and the Mets coming off a 3-2 streak, but those 3 wins were versus the Washington Nationals. So sort of realize Mets are dropping fast, Dodgers rising fast. Take that, Dodgers. Take the minus 185. Really like that. We're going to get into a little NASCAR bets. We like a couple things here on the Indy Brickyard, back-to-back road courses, and we're going to lay into that a little bit. We're going to take 3 guys to win and 3 guys to finish in the top 5. We like 3 of these guys, the same 3 guys. We're going to go with Truex Jr., we're going to go with Denny Hamlin, and then we're going to take the long shot, Christopher Bell. So let's get into Truex Jr. a little bit here on the road courses. He's been really solid in the last 3 with 2/3 and a 9th place finish. So that's 3 top 10s. 2 of them are top 5. He runs a little hot and cold in these road courses, but really these type of road courses that he's on in Indianapolis, I think Truex Truex will be right there. Last week at Watkins Glen, he finished a third, was right there to win it, just could not quite edge it. But I really like his value here coming in, and at minus 125 to finish in the top 5, and then at the really pretty decent price to win it at plus 550. Truex has had a really good year, so I really like Truex in this race. Next up, the two I really like, probably the best. I might even do just keep on riding them and do top 2, top 3, top 5 on these next two. Next up is Denny Hamlin. He's right there, tied for the points lead, but has not won a race yet. But he's really been pretty solid on these road courses all year long. A 5th place finish, a 5th place finish, an 8th place finish, a 3rd place finish, a 6th place finish, a 2nd place finish. He's also got a 15 and a 14 in there. But he can ride these road courses. It's not his biggest strength, but I look for him to come through here. I got a sneaking feeling this might be the one where he sort of pulls it out and maybe finally gets that win. I just think the value is so good for Denny Hamlin here. We got a plus 170 to finish in the top 5, 12-1 to win it. So I really like that, and I really think Denny Hamlin, you should ride him in any of your head-to-heads and any of the top 10, top 5, top 8, top 2, top 3. I really like Denny Hamlin this week. And then to go with a little bit of a long shot, we're going to ride Christopher Bell. And Christopher Bell has not had a great year, but he's been on a good road course streak here, starting out with winning the Daytona road course in February. He's got a 1st place. Last week he finished in the 7th place at Watkins Glen. A month ago on July 4th at Road America, he finished 2nd place. And mixed in there, he's got a couple bad races in Sonoma and Dakota Track, but I think 3 top 10s, 2 top 5s in his last 5 races on road courses. I really like this value that Christopher Bell is showing. I think he'll show up again today, so I think that's where we take our long shot bet. Christopher Bell plus 220 to finish in the top 5. 16-1 to finish and win the race. So I think there's some good value there. Truex Jr., Denny Hamlin, Christopher Bell are my 2, and I'd ride Hamlin and Bell all the way through. All right, on to preseason football. Only one game today in preseason football, and we're going to do a race to 10. So we're going to take the Carolina Panthers here in the race to 10 at plus 110. I just think this value is really good to pass up. Even money here. I did take a little bit of look at the overall spread here, but I think it's more likely that Carolina starts out pretty hot here versus Indianapolis, who is going to be putting Eason in there. There's no telling who they're putting in there because Carson Wentz is not going to, but we're getting a lot of Jacob Eason. I don't think Indianapolis will be able to score quickly on here. I think Carolina will try to score quickly, get a couple plays in the first half. So I think that race to 10 is a better value than the overall, but I do kind of like Carolina overall as well in this, but I'm going Carolina Panthers race to 10 at plus 110 in the NFL preseason. All right. Into soccer. We got a nice slate of games today. Kicked off yesterday. Well, really kicked off Friday night, but the big slate was yesterday. We got a not quite as big a slate, but we got a lot of good games. And we'll start out in the Premier League. Newcastle United versus West Ham United. Both teams have played pretty well last year. Both a little bit of a surprise. West Ham really was a surprise. Ended up finishing in the top 6 and will be going to Europe, so that should be good. Newcastle got off to a really poor start, righted the ship, and really started to play really good football once all their guys got healthy and they got over a little bit of some COVID issues. But I just didn't like the offseason West Ham had. They haven't gotten Jesse Lingard back. Whatever the reason is, Manchester United asking too much, West Ham United not wanting to pay any money. That wouldn't be the first time for that. But I just didn't think they improved. But they will still be a really good defensive team with Souček and Declan Rice in that middle. You got Antonio with his work rate up front. So I think this is still a very solid West Ham team, but I just really like this Newcastle team. How a year could change things. They just are fast and speedy up front. I don't know if they will open up quite with what I like, but I just think this Newcastle team has a little bit of a chance to surprise here. But we're going to ride this under here with two really known defensive teams who like to sit back and sort of push towards the end of the game here. I really flirted with taking the under the half goal in the first half and then the over in the second half, but I think I'll just settle for the under overall, under 2.5 at -110, Newcastle United, West Ham United. Next up, we're going to go to the big one, Tottenham versus Manchester City. This is always a fun game. Spurs have had a little bit of Manchester City's number the last couple years. We'll see if that continues, and we're going to ride it to continue today. We're going to take Spurs to win, both teams to score at +900. Little bit of a long shot bet there, but I kind of like it. Tottenham's defense is going to be much weaker than Man City's, but I do think Tottenham finds ways to score goals on Man City. Man City will definitely find ways to score goals on Tottenham. So I think this will be a little bit of a scoring fest, and Tottenham has snuck ways in there to find ways to win in the past. So I sort of like the value at 9-1 there. Also, we're going to take Heung-min Son to get a goal at +10. Son has really scored well versus Manchester City. We look for that continue, especially since there's probably no Kane today. But at +210, I really like that value. I think Son will find a way to get a goal as being the lead striker in the friendlies. He's really been able to score goals. I look for that to sort of be their starting lineup today. Son up front, ready to score goals. Look for that great value at +210, and then maybe take that little bit of a long shot at +900 for Tottenham to win, both teams to score. All right, let's move to Spain, and let's go to La Liga. We're going to take Sevilla at -225 versus Rayo Vallecano. Just love Sevilla this year. I think they're a sneaky dark horse to maybe win La Liga. They spurted up towards the end of the season before they petered out a little bit, but I just love this roster here. This starting 11, I think, matches up real well with the other big boys, Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, and Real Madrid. Both Real Madrid and Barcelona looking to be a little bit down. Atletico Madrid had their struggles last year. This just seems ripe for Sevilla to come in there and maybe try to sneak in there and still La Liga. So if you want to look for a long shot bet that will probably hold up your money for 9 months, why don't you go Sevilla to win La Liga? There's pretty good odds there. So Sevilla -225. We look for them to get off to a hot start versus Rayo Vallecano. Really defensive team. Sevilla should have the ball and dominate them, and then find a way to break them down and get a goal. I don't look for much to come out versus Vallecano. Next up, really good game, really the underrated game of the day with Barcelona and Real Sociedad. Celta Vigo versus Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid going to Celta Vigo. I really like Celta Vigo here. I think Atletico Madrid might get off to a little bit of a slow start on the season. I don't know how many of their normal 11 are going to be in the starting lineup today. I look for Celta Vigo to come out really play well. So I'm going to take Celta Vigo on the double chance here at -135. Really good value here to have Celta Vigo to win, and you get your win if they tie, because Atletico Madrid always finds a way to keep themselves in the game and then maybe sneak that late goal and tie this, and Celta Vigo seems to always find ways to blow things at the end. So we're protecting ourselves a little bit, but I really think there's nice value there at Celta Vigo on the double chance at -135. And then we'll get to the big one today, Barcelona versus Real Sociedad. Real Sociedad, really fun watch. If you're looking for a team to watch in Spain, Real Sociedad is one of them to watch. So Barcelona, Real Sociedad, this should be a really, really high-scoring, open game. I think Barcelona's defense is going to be really, really poor. Real Sociedad's defense is always really, really poor. But up front, Real Sociedad has one of the better front lines in Spain. So look for this to be an open, high-scoring game. With that, we're going with Barcelona, Real Sociedad, both teams to score at minus 145. We're going with the over at minus 2.5 at minus 155. And then newly registered and ready to go, I think Ronald Koeman is going to let this guy loose. He let him loose in Netherlands. Really got that national team back to prominence. Memphis Depay, registered, ready to go. I look for him to break out today. Have a great opening game. Memphis Depay, goal scorer, plus 120. We're also going to take Memphis Depay, 2+ goals at plus 600. Look for Memphis to have a big, big day. I think he gets behind that Real Sociedad back line and puts in some goals here. So Memphis Depay, goal scorer, plus 120, 2+ at 600. We're taking the over. We're taking both teams to score. We're just going to ride this open and fun game. Be sure to tune in for that one. But don't forget to tune in to Celta Vigo Atletico Madrid. That should be a good soccer game as well. All right, we're going to go to Liga a little bit in the French league. And yes, Paris Saint-Germain is the star team of the Liga, but somebody's a little bit sleeperish here, just as fun to watch. Maybe not as many name players, maybe not the greatest front line of all time, but Marseille at minus 200 versus Bordeaux. They should light these guys up. Marseille, really, really, probably a sneaky good watch. I think they'll be really, really good this year. If Paris Saint-Germain had not made that move, I think Marseille would have battled for the title in Liga, but I still think they're a really, really good team and will be a really, really good watch. So just take Marseille on the three-way there. Marseille minus 200 versus Bordeaux. I look for them to light Bordeaux up. Bordeaux really has trouble scoring. They really sit back, try to defend, but they aren't all that good at defending. So Marseille at home really should be able to handle them pretty, pretty easy. And we'll go out to the Bundesliga. I just like this. Men's really, really decimated by COVID. I don't even know how they're fielding the team, but we're going to take advantage of it. We're going to take RB Leipzig on the handicap of -1 at plus 100 versus men's. And then we're going to take Hwang Hee-chan to score a goal here. I just think he didn't get one in the Bundesliga last year. He did get some in the cup tournament, but I do think with Jesse Marsch there, who he played for at RB Salzburg, once Holland left, Hwang Hee-chan really, really did become a lead goal scorer. I look for him to be up front there for RB Leipzig and sort of taking over that Timo Werner role. They seem to struggle a little bit with it last year, and I look for Hee-chan to really score here. I think you're getting good value at plus 225. So that will be what we do with RB Leipzig, minus the one on the handicap, and Hwang Hee-chan to score a goal at plus 225. Those are our bets today. Thank you for following Winning Daily and Greenlight Network. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our shows. I'm Champ Chesterfield. That's our show, and we're out.